Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This horse and I have been talking, and we decided that I would be. He doesn't want to be a part of this now because he knows it's a bad idea. We decided we'd restart the whole series, but keep the number basically. And yeah, that's a terrible idea. And this is an even worse intro, but we're gonna keep that one. So hey, hi, it's still me. I still have all my items, and we're actually just gonna start a brand new project today because we can. Ignore that. I was looking at this area up here, like this waypoint to be like the center of my storage area for my trains, sheds, and I just don't think this is really the place I want it to be. Maybe I'd take it and I'd put it here on the edge of this village, and I don't know, maybe we can call these workers' huts or the drivers. I guess this would be where they live. Maybe that's what this village is. Maybe I dress it up a little bit. Maybe I even fix it up, put some more houses in it, following a similar style. Maybe not. I really don't know. I didn't really plan that out. And then yes, it would connect to here. Basically, it'd be I guess, kind of a little branch line, so it could work with all these areas. Maybe I don't think I'd put another colony in around here. Oak logs can be smelted down using bulk blasting into charcoal, and then charcoal can be taken and it can be haunted in this mod pack into coal. That coal can be used to power the trains, or if I really wanted to, I could take that. I believe I can compact it with a bit of lava, and I could also, well, coal blocks. I can make coal blocks by compacting, but then lava and a heated blaze burner, I could make diamonds consistently out of this area as well. Would I? Probably not, but it is an option I have. I must find another way for this train to come through here. I really don't want the mainline express making frequent passing through this siding frequently. I, uh, I will say that I have filled up, flattened out a fairly sizable area. I know this area is going to get a building printed into it. We are finally back after several days, and I can fill in my. I am on shuffle. If I can fill in my walls here, I'm missing some blocks there as well, so I guess I get to do that. And I missed. But we'll be putting these guys down, and yeah, that's pretty much it. If you can look past all of the lodestone blocks that are missing. So the problem we ran into is that netherite is very expensive, and I'm not poor. I'm I'm broke. There's a difference. So I have to farm about 4 more stacks of netherite. Well, do I have more chilling in my inventory somewhere? I don't. All right, so I still have to collect about 4 more stacks, I guess, of these lodestone stacked bricks. Well, yep, stacked lodestone bricks. However, uh, I'm not going to do that on camera. What I would like to do is put some trains in my, well, my, whatever this place is. My depot? It's a depot. That's the word. Let's see here. Can we take you maybe 1 block further back? Or 2 forward? Yeah, right there. Should be safe. So once again, based on a real life train, not one I've seen, but that kind of runs through my area, the Milwaukee Road. What are you? Milwaukee Road EF1. So this is the full. This will be the full version. Uh, Technically, it is a series of. Oh yeah, this one's going to be difficult too because all of the blocks for this one are missing. This is a train I built previously called Wilbert. It's probably not going to work very well because the what are the what was that one called again? That was what was it? Steam and Rails. There we go. Steam and Rails hasn't been updated yet, so this one's going to be wrong too. However, this one was wrong pretty much the entire time I had it built, so I just need to switch these blocks on the inside here to the outside, and then you won't hardly know the difference. And then our last guy up here, I have built this one previously. Well, not previously. Like every train I've built in here, I've made a version of it in creative mode. In fact, let's see if we can't just pick this up right here. So we have this big old electric. We have you over here. That's going to be Wilbert. It's a preserved engine. I don't actually remember the name of it, but this is like Donald and Douglas, if you remember your Thomas the Train. And then this one is SW 1500. I don't know where this one was, but I know it's fairly straightforward. And all of this is going to be annoying and a little expensive. Not made any easier by this train I built to pick up packages I load by hand because I can't figure out how to make them work. Hello. Goodbye. And you can just go back to the station or to the factory. Yeah, so these guys I don't really know what to do with. I'm going to print them in, of course, and this would exist in real life. This would exist to store these massive machines for the inevitable, like, because they're not going to be used 100% of the time, but because we can't connect and disconnect locomotives from their rolling stock, you have to just constantly run the train carrying the same sort of cargo, which I guess works. It just maybe doesn't always look the greatest. I do like these sort of shots though, where you can see the pistons going on the side. And as a method of procrastinating the rest of this project, I've upgraded my train over here. So I now have bomb bays and TNT for it. I have a rotary cannon prepared for it, and I built the nether engine, which consumes fuel faster, but you can also travel significantly faster. And then I don't need to be over here. And I haven't really worked out how to use these uh, mailboxes just yet. But I guess now I get to put together the Milwaukee Road EF1. So yeah, this will be fun. And we'll get this guy going. Call him what he is. I would appreciate, however, if you guys would name these trains in the comment section. Then I can rename him in the next video. And fortunately, I don't have horns, I have whistles. You can show that he's working. You're actually supposed to be able to see out of the cab. With all this overlap in these type of windows, you kind of can't, but you know, if you work with what you got, and it's in there. I also created this one. I jumped right through that, apparently. And I built this train so that I can control it, but also with a trapdoor here. We've got a blaze, which can pilot. And then the same thing for down here, because these trains are technically supposed to work in two directions. Or, well, I should say, the locomotive is just one of these units, and two of them together creates a full, which is actually strong enough to pull the trains that are required of it. I do kind of like this one. Uh, I found it in Train Station 3. I don't know, I've really liked using it. It looks pretty good. I don't think these trains are really used much, and I don't know if many of them are preserved, but I do like that with this type of multiple unit, you can't actually tell which direction it's supposed to be going. And I will also be, just for this completion's sake, I'll be moving them out of the way. So in the future, I can come in and I can print another train, or maybe we can build it together on camera. But this has taken far longer than it needs to, and I mean, I haven't really experimented yet, but hopefully you're actually getting some interesting uh, conversations going on. Maybe we're talking in the. We're gonna cut this bit out. This has been all I've had time for today. I've spent a lot of time getting this big old building put together right here. And obviously, it's not done, as you can see the copycats in the background there. However, I would like to in the future fill this building up with more trains. I have a ton. I I mean hit. I haven't really gotten to it just yet. Gotten to printing them in. I think I'll do that over the next couple episodes, or maybe on a live stream at some point. I don't know. But you've seen the two that were prepared and ready to go. The other steam locomotives need to be repaired, if you will, and I'll do that in the next video. I'm hoping that I haven't started editing this yet, so I'm just hoping that uh, I've been able to do a bit of a voiceover over some time lapses of myself doing various odd jobs around this structure or this whole area, really. The only real difference between uh, before the video and now is, aside from the flatness in this building, all the tracks. I have plans for a station here or here. I mean, either side would work. Probably here, though. And then somewhere around here, there will be a proper sort of coaling platform, station, something. And then the farm for that will either be underground here or realistically underneath this building, as we've got a big flat covered area now. Or we could just do it under the station. I do have an interesting design for the station. I have some inspiration from a Lego train station I found. I've chosen not to buy it as it was like $300, but I think it's interesting and I'd like to challenge myself to recreate it as well as I can in the Create mod. But yes, this is it. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment, subscribe if you like this, subscribe if you want to see more of what I do here, trying to document everything as it grows. Yeah, thank you. Christ is King.